In the wild card round, we had what should have been a blowout game with the defense playing absolutely phenomenal, but the offense only managed 13 points, 7 of which was actually from a pick 6. So offense needs to step up as we will be moving on to the divisional round after beating the Cardinals 13-10. And as we get into today's episode, divisional round facing the 1 seed Chicago Bears. Again, 50 like goal is going to be in place, so if we get the win, and you guys get the video 50 likes, the NFC Championship game will be posted tomorrow. If not, it will be posted on the next regular upload day. The series posted every Wednesday and Saturday, so it's all up to you and up to the team on if they get the win. If we lose, then the next upload, which would be the off season and then the regular season of 5, similarly to what we did for season 4, all included again in one episode, which would be posted once again on the next regular upload date, whenever that is, because I don't know, as I'm pre-recording these, if you guys hit the like goal for the wild card round. So either way, that's what's going to be happening, as we're going to jump in to the divisional round of the playoffs. And as we get the divisional round underway, it's going to be a battle in a blizzard, which our offense honestly is kind of built for, as we are a run-first team, as we get 4 yards Richardson, play 1. This team ran the ball very well last time out. Hopefully we'll see a little bit more of that, and of course we're going to be wearing a primary white uniform set just to try to have a slight extra advantage. Though that typically helps out more on defense or in the passing game, and we don't pass a whole lot often, though on 3rd and 4, we do not. We go with another dive down the middle, and Herbert is close. 4th and 1. But I want to start off aggressive, as we just need that 1 yard, though they do have a big boy up front in Kenny Clark, and we know how dominant he could be. But we're going for it. Schroeder right down the middle will pick up the first down. Let's keep this drive moving. Though I do need to shout out, obviously with us running the ball early on here, if you watched the last game of the wild card, we suffered a couple injuries at the guard spot. Both are back healthy, as well as the center in Sorsdahl. So the offensive line is full go here in the divisional round, and we're going to need it with a guy like Kenny Clark right down the middle, and us being a first and foremost running offense, as Kenny Clark gets the stop there. But Brad Stafford a bit shaken up on one of the linebackers here for the Chicago Bears. So he'll head to the locker room, as once again we'll have another 3rd and short. This time a 3rd and 1 as Keene goes in motion. Hand the ball off, trying to get to the outside, not going to get there. Loss of 1, 4th and 2. But of course, keeping up that pressure here, would like to go for it, as we're going to send in motion Zacchaeus. Let's try to get to the outside. We have some lead blocks, though we don't get the one we needed, but to the outside we do get. Zacchaeus outruns the defender, picking up the first. Would have preferred Herbert getting at least a bump block there on the linebacker, but either way, ends up well for us, as Herbert now with space gets the first down inside the 40. All runs so far, as like I mentioned, that's what we do best, and in a blizzard, it's what's going to probably work best. Let's go again down the middle. Herbert with this little bit of hesitation, maybe cost us a couple yards. But another early injury, looks like a DB for Chicago. Potentially losing 2 key guys early on, as we're continuing to move the ball downfield against the number 1 seed NFC team. Herbert picks up another couple yards, and we have another 3rd down. This time 4 yards needed. That'll be from Ace. Single back will be the first pass of the game here. Gino right down the middle will find Dontavion Wicks to the 12. He helped seal the game last week with a massive 3rd down conversion. Big play on the first pass as Herbert finds the gap and down to the 4. Offense moving well. They did not score last week. We had several field goals and a pick 6 on our way to a win. From the goal line set, Herbert tried to find the lane, fights through one, but is not going to get by 90 with a touchdown saving tackle. Can credit that one to Montez Sweat. But we do pick up the first down, so we'll have at least 3 plays, probably 4, with how aggressive we've been. Though we won't need it, or maybe we will. That should have been a touchdown from Herbert. He had 2 different options, and the options caused hesitation, and he doesn't score. Now making a check from the line. Will still be a run, but Kenny Clark swallows it up. 3rd and goal. Perhaps I jinxed us with that early call, though. We'll change up the formation. It's now a weak eye. Hard count, no one jumps. Send Schroeder in motion. We'll go with another run. Trying to break to the outside is the 3rd string running back, and he's not even close. We can't get all the way down the field here and not score the touchdown. So let's go for it here. 4th and goal. Being aggressive in the divisional round. With a pass to the outside, it's Zacchaeus with the touchdown as Kenny Clark also shaken up on the play. They lost 3 guys in that first drive. And on top of that, we ate up the entire quarter. Only 50 seconds left here as the Chicago offense takes the field for their first play. Though it's not a good one. Rasul Douglas had the pick 6 last week, trying to get to the edge, but not gonna get by Jackson, who threw the pick. It's only been 1 play for the Chicago Bears offense in that entire first quarter. And with 43 seconds left, our offense retakes the field just outside the red zone. Absolutely massive plays here, as Richards will actually lose 1. So while the Chicago defense has already lost 3 starters, they still are a solid team as we stretch to the outside. Richards close to the first down, but not quite there. But what is there is the end of the first quarter. It's only been 1 play officially for the Chicago Bears offense. As for our offense, dominant. As we start with a 3rd and 1 here in the second quarter with another handoff down the middle, fighting forward, first down for Richards. They are still missing Kenny Clark up front. I haven't seen an update on the other 2 players, their DB and linebacker. As Gino going with a pass, out wide, will find Keene, but a gain of 0. So from there, we'll shake it up a little bit. As we go with a shotgun look, split backfield. Keene gonna go in motion. There's only 3 plays in this set, and it will be a run. Down the middle, Richards picking up 1. I feel like I would have rather seen the read option, or possibly even gone with the pass out of that formation. 3rd and 9 though. Gino from the pocket, right across the middle and off the hands of Pascal. Should have been a touchdown. Instead, will just be a field goal attempt. From the 16-yarder, will be a 26-yarder for Joey Sly, was 100% last time out, and he'll start 100%. As another injury there came in for the Bears. They're dropping like flies. And early indications on that latest injury on the field goal is not good. Looks like their player will be out for the remainder of this game. The other 3 players are all questionable. Though finally a good play for Chicago as they do pick up the first down throwing from Lamar Jackson. They do have a really good offense. I mean, a lot of high talented players as one of them breaks off the first down run, trying to cut back towards the middle. Breece Hall. Doubt he's just going to get 4 carries in this game. With a 1st and 10 at about the 45. It's a bunch down to the bottom, though going to send one of them in motion. Fake the jet sweep. It's actually going to be a jet sweep to the tight end. Actually pick up a gain of 5. Or correction there, not the tight end. He just looked very large. CeeDee Lamb. I don't think he's that big in real life. Maybe everyone else on their team is just a little bit small. As Breece Hall picks up another first down. 2 carries for him, 19 yards. But with that fresh set of downs, now well on into plus territory. We'll go back to Breece Hall with another carry. Get about another gain of 4, maybe 5. We'll see where this Bears offense tries to attack the most. If they're going to attack any group, it should be our defensive line. As it's a read option here, Lamar will get the first down as he pushes backwards for the first. As they move the ball just inside the 35, actually about midway between the 35 and the 30. It'll be another pass. Lamar with a clean pocket, dumping it off and knocked away by Thornhill. As mentioned last week in the wild card, this safety group is the deepest in the NFL and rotates heavily Though we could have used an extra guy there to cover the wide open man. First down for Flowers. Chicago inside the red zone. They're down 10. They need some points in this first half as there's about 2.5 minutes left. As Lamar, rolling down to the bottom, will dump it off, finding his man for a gain of 6. And from there, they'll switch it up. A heavy set with 3 tight ends all up top. Gonna go with a play action. Across the middle, caught down to the 1 as now an injury for us. Kaiser White, bit shaken up. Looks like maybe a wrist, shoulder, maybe even forearm, something to do with that right arm as it's a 1st and goal for Chicago. Trying to tack on some points here. They go Breece Hall right down the middle. Good blocking up front. And the Bears do get on the board. Well, that'll leave us with 2 minutes, 3 timeouts, and about 71 yards to get to the end zone. As it will be a pass, Geno right across the middle off the crown of the helmet of Jelani Woods. We saw it last week where the offense went into its game plan of only running the sticks concept, so if we see that again, I'm going to have to jump in, as that's exactly what's happening, though. Jelani Woods does get the catch this time with a gain of 7. So with Madden being a little bit broken and not going into the 2-minute offense that I created, but instead going with the sticks-only concept, we're going to jump in as we get some beautiful blocks downfield, and Richards up to the 42. Or I should say down to the 42 as we cross midfield, but there was a crushing block there. I want to say by one of the guards on the outside. So we're going to go with a little bit of a play action here. Let's roll. We have a receiver coming across. We're going to find Wicks this time down to the 12. I believe he only had 1 catch last week. As we're going to go back to the sim view, and once again it looks like we're running the sticks concept. So I don't know how to fix this. If you guys know how to fix it, do definitely let me know. But Madden still not quite working right. As on 2nd and 10, looks like we might be sticking with it. Try to let the sim just go ahead and sim, and let's let it sim as we're down to the 1 that should get us out of the sticks concept. Jelani Woods with a big catch in rumble. As we call our first timeout with 49 seconds left. Honestly, I would have let the clock continue to run. But it does at least finally get us out of that sticks concept with the goal line set, 1st and goal. It was a struggle bus last time. As we go down the middle, Herbert gonna lose 1. 2nd timeout called. And we'll change it up on 2nd and goal. Now with the weak eye, 2 tight ends up top. We will go down the middle and easy rumbling in for Herbert. We will widen our lead back to 2 scores. And we would get the job done, only taking off 1 minute and 16 seconds. So we'll be about 40 with a pass down the seam that was close, but just slightly off from Lamar Jackson. Had his receiver, though it was in between 2 different coverages, so it had to be a perfect throw, and it was not. With a 2nd and 10, another throw, gonna be a quick catch. With a shoulder come in from Edmonds, knocks him down, 3rd and 6. As the clock continues to run, under 20 seconds left, they have all 3 timeouts if they could get the ball downfield quickly. Though they're taking their sweet time and jump off sides. Looked like that right guard, maybe even right tackle moved before. But they're actually gonna call it on Tim Settle. I don't agree with that. I definitely saw movement up front. Can't argue it though. 3rd and 1, they're going to send out their running back with a quick throw to the opposite side. Is a 1st down for CeeDee Lamb as they call their first timeout. 12 seconds left as they are still way back in their own territory at the 36. Pass across the middle, that time's going to be caught. Number 87 with the grab as they call their 2nd timeout. Now in plus territory at the 51. Or I guess that'd actually be 49. That's how the yardage works. With a nice throw to the outside. They have their guy, but tackled in bounds. They get the timeout off with 2 seconds left. Kicking about a 45-yarder. It is up. It looks powerful enough, and the accuracy is good. They will add a field goal on there before half. Needed to clean that up a little bit defensively. Shouldn't have given up the points. But it will be a touchdown game at half. And it'll be a perfect opportunity for the Bears to level this game up as they start with the ball after half. Lamar Jackson going with a pass, play 1 down to the bottom. Does find their man who does scramble forward, picking up a gain of 7. Defense was lights out for us last week. We haven't seen that same level of play, but potentially might be the blizzard affecting things. as Lamar Jackson with a quick throw down to the bottom, almost intercepted. That's Jamie French in coverage. But that all being said, we did at least see the one pick earlier from Rasul Douglas. We'd love to see another. With a 3rd and 3, quick throw, gonna be the first down as they find their tight end on the drag. It's been slow moving for the Chicago Bears offense, but it's moving enough to keep them in this game. As Lamar with another throw right down the seam, knocked away. That time, Kendall Fuller, who did miss the game last week in the wild card with a practice injury. Back in this one, 2nd and 10. Lamar gonna step up, avoid the hit, though their running back Breece Hall not gonna avoid the hit from Tremaine Edmonds. Lowers the shoulder, knocking that ball away. So 3rd and 10. With it looks like trips down to the bottom, 2 up top with an empty set. Jackson deep across the seam, but overthrew Flowers, who did have the step on the man. So the defense, with a little bit of luck, does get off the field. And as the offense starts their first drive of the second half, just need to see some more consistent, methodical play. Let the clock run and come out of this game one healthy as Richards breaks off a big run. Be a gain of about 13 before taking the hit. But while we definitely like seeing those big chunk runs, I'm fine with some rushes of about 4 or 5 yards, just having those consistently down the field as we go with a lofted pass for Zacchaeus that lands out of bounds. But important to note for this defense, they have gotten back 3 of their injuries after halftime. Both Kenny Clark and actually it was not a DB, it was 2 linebackers that get injured as now a pass comes up short, intercepted. And the Chicago Bears have life as Elam gets the pick, starting them in plus territory. That pass just a little bit underthrown there from Geno. Needed that to be about 3, maybe even 4 yards downfield. And it could have been a big catch and possible run for us instead. Turnover. Now the Bears gaining a little bit of some momentum. As pass rush headed in, Jackson will scramble and find his running back. Breece Hall gets the catch and gain of 3 on what should have been a loss of about 10, 13 yards. Kaiser White does push him out, so he's back from his earlier injury. As it's 2nd and 7. Will be a run. Bryce Hall right down the middle. It opens up as Tremaine Edmonds gets the tackle. A possible touchdown saving one at that, with a 1st and 10 now at the 25. Still could tie this game up with a touchdown. As they go back to the running game, we'll pick up 3 with a good push up front. Haven't seen much of Lamar Jackson scrambling in this game. We'll see if they wait for the 4th quarter for that. As they go back to Breece Hall, trying to find space, but does break the tackle, just couldn't quite accelerate with that blizzard effect. Will be a loss of a few yards. And it'll leave 10 yards needed on 3rd down. With an empty set, 4 up top, their tight end just down to the bottom. Jackson backing up, will find some time, but just throws it away. Potentially, I guess, doesn't trust his footing in the snow. You would have expected he would scramble, but instead, field goal from the 32, which would make it a 4-point game and does make it the 4-point game. But it's time we get our offense moving here. And we've seen some good play in the run. We just need to see, honestly, a little bit more of that. We don't need to pass the ball too often as we do that on play 1, and it easily could have been another pick if that corner, maybe even linebacker, just got his head on a swivel. Instead, it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 as you drop back to shotgun. 3 up top, 1 down below. It's going to be another pass, so definitely not doing what I was hoping they would, but we do pick up the 1st down. This time Pascal holds on to it. So his first catch of the game with a gain of 13 as Geno is 8 of 13 with a 1st and 10. Making a hard count or an audible at the line. Going to be a drop back, pass rush coming in, and he will throw it off the hip of Darisaw. Again, just run the ball here. We're up 4, let's waste some time. With a weak eye, it's going to be another pass. Geno going down to the sideline, another 1st down catch, this time to Zacchaeus. Don't remember putting in the playbook anywhere that in the 3rd quarter, when you have a lead, pass the ball nonstop, but apparently that's what we're doing. We do finally run the ball. Richards picks up nothing. Felt like that should have been at least a gain of 1 or something, but no. 2nd and 10 with a strong eye this time. 2 receivers up top. Will be another rollout. Deep across the middle, diving, sliding, if you will, catch. That time finding Dontavion Wicks down to the 33. I guess if the passing game works right now, let's roll with it. Though we will hand the ball off right after, and Kenny Clark with the stop. Will end up being a loss of 2. As Richards, 10 carries, 50 yards. He's averaging 5 yards a rush. We'd like to see more of him, though. As we do go with him here, we'll pick up a few yards. 3, setting up 3rd and 9. Now from here, I'm fine with the pass. As they do come out with a double A gap look, if we can find someone right over the top, depending on if they back out the linebackers, which they do. Only sending 4. We go across the middle, though. Dontavion Wicks with the grab just past number 55, their linebacker. Want to say that is Holcomb, who definitely could have tipped that ball away, but didn't have his head on a swivel. And we'll have a first down as we hit the 4th quarter, once again trying to make this more than a one-score game. As we get going here in the 4th, we'll be at the 16 with the ace formation. Handing this one off Richards. Looks like he went back to Kenny Clark, and they say the ball is out, and Chicago recovers. I feel like Richards was down. We'll definitely have to take a second look at this. And indeed, the booth agrees, as we will go into a review here. And it definitely looks like Richards is down. Knee is down for sure, but even down, that is no way a fumble. But while I definitely want to continue running the ball here in the 4th quarter, potentially let's run to the opposite side of Kenny Clark, maybe go with some outside rushes, as Richards does shake the first tackle attempt, though it doesn't get very far after. But we are letting that clock start to run a little bit. With a 3rd and 10, once again, it's the ace formation. Against the double A gap, we go with a stretch. We do go with the outside run, just not a time you probably should have. 3rd down, we needed 10, we lose 2. But we can make it a touchdown game with the field goal. Joey Sly from about the 25. Ball is up, and it's in between the uprights. It's a touchdown game here in the 4th. And this game is remaining close. That's what you would expect, though, when you're playing against the 1 seed. You're not really going to run away with these games, although I would definitely love to see it, as a gain of 3 goes to Hall. But with us keeping these games close, it means the Bears can run their offense as they plan on it. With a read option, Lamar breaks the first tackle attempt, though not going to get by Kendall Fuller. A good tackle there keeps the gain to a minimum, as it's 3rd and 5 from shotgun. Lamar in the pocket. Quick throw down to the bottom. Once again, just a little bit too far out in front. Maybe Fuller able to break that one up. 4th and 5. Do they punt? I would expect they do. And indeed, that looks to be the case. So as we start our next possession at the 33, would love to be chewing some clock here. Though it's going to be a play action with a first down grab as Keene comes across the field as we get close to midfield. I'm okay with popping a couple of those here and there, but I want this clock moving. And we're not quite chewing it yet. Right down the middle, Kenny Clark with the quick stop. As mentioned, I want these runs to the outside, plus chewing the clock as well. We're not really doing either of those, though. A good cut from Richards, breaks it to the outside, speeding past the edge man, not gonna quite juke by the defender. Try to get back to the inside. Defender does force us out at the 24, but a massive run. Bates with the smart play, getting us out of bounds, though essentially it's a free timeout. As another check here from the line, Gino going with a quick throw, going to find the receiver. That's what we did late on last week, and just as it was last week, that one too close for comfort. But I guess a little bit of Seattle coming into play here with this team. With a 2nd and 3, we're back in the split shotgun. It's going to be the read option. Gino, space down the middle. He takes the hit, just slide, my guy, but a great run for the first. I feel like today we've seen Gino scramble more often than we've seen from Lamar Jackson, as it's a 1st and 10 at the 10. With a stretch up top, trying to find that first lane, Richards picks up only 1. Or at least that's what it looks like, because they mark us at the 9, but then they say it's a 2nd and 8, so a little bit of some confusion, I guess, as we go with the slant, and luckily, Wicks stops randomly, and we do find him for a short gain. We'll leave 3rd and 6 as we stay out with the ace formation. A heavy set here for the Bears defense, as Gino lets the 2-minute warning hit. While I would love the touchdown, we do not need it. A field goal is fine. As there's just 2 minutes left in this game, we hand the ball off right down the middle, setting up said field goal, as Chicago uses their first timeout. Slay to make this a 2-score game, with about a 24-yard field goal is right down the middle, and we will grab that 2-score lead. Now, if our defense can just keep these shenanigans to a minimum, we could be smooth sailing into the NFC Championship game. But we all know Madden loves some late game shenanigans as they spread out the wide receivers. They get 3 down to the bottom, Jackson from the pocket. Right across the middle going to that tight end. We'll fight forward for only 8. With a hurry-up offense back to the line. Another quick throw, caught. First down, but again, minimum gain. As they're keeping with that that quick offense. I'm gonna say heavy. It's definitely opposite of what they would be needing. What they did need, though, was that big catch from CeeDee Lamb. Down the middle of the field, crossing midfield. Jackson once again going deep, going to find his target again. CeeDee Lamb down to the 20. What did I tell you about these late game shenanigans? As they call their second timeout. The Bears down 2 scores, trying to make it 1. Under a minute left. Lamar Jackson standing at the 26 in shotgun. Pass rush hits home. Kaiser White with the first and only sack, at least for us today. We got back there a couple times for a hurry as we send it again. Kaiser White, back-to-back plays. Will cause the last timeout to be called for 3rd and 29. The end of the season in sight for the Bears as they're just inside the 40. Need 10 points late. Lamar dumps this one out of bounds. 4th and 29. It all comes down to this play. Could be the end or a spark of life for the Bears, as it's an empty set for Lamar. At the 39, he'll take the snap, sitting in the pocket. He goes down to the bottom. It's caught, breaking the tackle, but not breaking away. Kendall Fuller gets the stop, and we are on to the NFC Conference Championship, taking out the 2-seed Cardinals in the wild card. And then in the divisional round, taking out the 1-seed Chicago Bears. As the last few seconds tick off this clock, we are victorious. 23-13, we keep these games tight, but at the end of the day, we're the ones getting the better play. Running game once again came up strong for us in this one, as we needed with the weather conditions. Though we did pop off for some good passes, defense continues to force some turnovers. Can't hate what this team is doing right now. And once again, I think you just have to give massive props to that defense. They played so well and have really allowed our offense to take their time in finally getting their points. Without them, I don't think we get by the 2-seed with a 13-10 game, or the 1-seed with a 23-13 game. But to keep the trend going, it's going to be the Falcons, the 3 team in the NFC Conference Championship. And their path to this point was a 31-17 win over the Packers, and then a 31-28 win over the Eagles. So they're consistently at least putting up 31 points in the postseason. And they're allowing multiple score games, so we'll see how that one ends up going. And if you want to see how that goes tomorrow, make sure you guys get this video 50 likes, and it will be posted tomorrow. As we mentioned at the top of this video, and right now, once again, if you guys get the video 50 likes and we win, the next round gets posted the very next day. Typically, this series is posted every Wednesday and Saturday, so if you guys do not get the 50 like goal, then the next round of the playoffs will be posted on the next typical Wednesday or Saturday. If you guys do get that 50 goal like, and we'll be posting on a day that we typically do not, it will not interrupt any other uploads, as the Rams franchise posted every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. That series will still get uploaded at the normal time, 12:30 Pacific time. And then if you guys do get that 50 like goal, this video or the next video of this series will be posted at 1:30 tomorrow. So make sure you guys are hitting that like button, but also make sure you hit that bear icon on the bottom right or scroll down, hit the subscription button. They both do the same thing, and subscribing to the channel, but definitely make sure you hit the bell icon so you're notified of when these videos go live. As mentioned, typically this one every Wednesday, Saturday, with the Rams every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So a whole lot of videos every single week, so do not miss out, as it will be the Falcons in the NFC Conference Championship the next time. So until then, see you guys later. Bye.